J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. This is day one for me being back from Phoenix. And as you see, what did I get? 4 videos? But I was there more. I got travel days too. More days. So I missed a shitload of days. So dog's behind as fuck. No goddamn paid skis in today. That's not a good start off to the new year, bras. But I got a punch piled up. Dude, I got shitloads of order questions. Well, maybe it's not as many as I think. Well, it's a good amount. But fucking Alex Gilbert's in here. He's got a whole goddamn page. You guys been sending them. I say I add it to the pile because it's literally a pile. Paid skis go to the goddamn front of the line. I'm going to try to go through these a little goddamn quicker, but dog gets on these goddamn rants. I guess it's a blessing in disguise. That way it gives me material for every goddamn day. Especially off, like I said, the printed pages make it even way fucking easier than reading from. I just hate reading from the laptop. I feel like I'm not looking closer in the camera, and I just don't fucking like doing it. I got to scroll, and I don't know. I'm old school guy, but physical format's best. That's all. I mean, if I have to make a goddamn laptop work, I'll do it, but physical format's always the goddamn best. So just know I got your shit. Get more paid skis in, but it's like, especially order questions. Literally, some of these in here, there's no doubt. By the time you reply, I'm like, holy fuck, dude, that's 2 months ago, probably. Rick E. Galvez, paid question, slobbering all over the goddamn place on fucking Q1. Yo, Justin, Rick from Mal's Divine here. Oh, Mal's Divine, he's back in the hills. Remember that goddamn review? I'm sending you this paid ski because I want you to shout out the guitar teaching business I've started. Oh, the businessman over here. We're talking business. I teach guitar lessons online over Skype and Zoom. And love to take on any of the devils who want to get better at guitar or learn how to play guitars as students. I'm sure that my work with Malice Divine shows off quite well my skill as a guitarist. That was the first thing about it. I remember Malice Divine. I was like, this is pretty good shit. Solid stuff. I was like, but regardless if it was like my cup of metal or not, I noticed throughout the years, like, these are quality musicians. I was like, you could tell they can fucking play. Kind of like who reminds me of quality is like a Lee Harrison from Monstrosity. You could just tell he can fucking drum. He's a quality musician. Now, the only thing I might only complain about Lee Harrison on later Monstrosity albums is, dude, God, man, what's with the triggers, dude? They're unnecessary. Sound phenomenal on Imperial Doom. He uses triggers on that too. Again, I'm not anti-trigger. It's just sometimes they sound like dude, they sound way too in effect. The clickiness sounds like shit. It can be done right to where it don't sound like crap. There's tons of albums that do it. I was like, yeah, these don't sound bad. Most Deicide albums, they don't sound bad. As a matter of fact, the worst that they sound on is literally the first fucking album. So it's funny as hell. That's how, people hate on goddamn Serpents of Lights. Guitar tones thin. Well, okay, again, maybe I'm biased because that was the first album I heard, and life-changing album. I was 11 or 12 years old when I heard it, so I didn't pick up on that, and it just sticks with you because that's what you know. But fair enough. But it's like, that doesn't outweigh the fucking amazing fucking... Dude, even goddamn Athnar, grandpa-ass Athnar, who just heard Immolation last year and finally heard the CC like 3 years ago. What are you talking about, man? I didn't hear him 3 years ago. C-Dog was standing right there, goddamn it. You never heard of goddamn CC until... Maybe it was 5 years ago. Another goddamn less, it was fucking recently. He checked out, he bought it at a used store, Serpents of Light. He showed me, he's like, yeah, is this the one you love, right? He showed me a fucking text photo from his goddamn flip phone. I was like, yep, that's it. He's like, buying it. So he took it home. Yeah, he's like, it's pretty goddamn good. He never listened to it. He only had the first 2 records. Like, I just stopped paying attention. I was like, yeah, it's pretty damn good. How can you not like it because of those goddamn songs? But it's funny, first album, no one will say anything about the triggers. I'm like, see, the triggers on that don't sound great, but it doesn't ruin the album. Number one, they're not terrible like for example, some of the later Monstrosity, I'll say, I think those triggers sound worse. But it's, I was like, they are the worst part. I was like, and they definitely could be goddamn better. But no one's like, dude, the first Deicide sucks because the triggers. Yeah, no shit, because the songs goddamn outweigh it and everything else outweighs it. There is take and give to where you're like, I don't like this about it, but the bad outweighs the good. But like I said, someone like Lee Harrison, I get the vibe, dog shit triggers on later albums or not, that he's a very talented guy. And from what I understand, someone knew he's a hired gun. Like, he does drums from other guys. Could be wrong. I do want to get an interview with goddamn Lee Harrison, the original drummer of goddamn Monstrosity. So Lee, if you ever fucking see my shit, which I highly doubt you do, I actually met him in '99, Monstrosity in Dark Purity tour. My for sure, I think the only thing I had him sign was, because I probably, keep on, I was 14. I owned Imperial Doom. That's signed by him. I remember it was 99 because he literally wrote Lee Harrison 1999. I remember him being not very talkative, kind of like not standoffish, but just not annoyed. Then again, can't blame him. I mean, a 14-year-old kid's coming up to him. He's no goddamn pedo, at least hopefully not. What the fuck's he gonna say? So I get it. Like the kids, I don't know if I had any 14-year-old. Oh no, I've had a couple. I've definitely had a 14-year-old. I've had one. It was a girl, or she came up to me with her dad, and I didn't get her age, but she's 12, 13, had to been young as fuck. Yeah, unless you're gonna straighten up the conversation. Kind of like, what am I going to say? I'm a 40-year-old goddamn man. I'm not a fucking pedo. I'm not trying to look at no Becerra action over here. Yeah, unless you got questions for me, I'm probably not going to have a whole hell of a lot to say. So I do get it. And I guess I didn't ask Lee a ton of questions. Just had him sign my shit. I don't know why we didn't get a photo. Maybe we were out of film or something. Yeah, I don't remember what and why. But sounds like kind of like what you're doing. Because I think Lee teaches drums too. I could be wrong. That's just what you're reminding me of, the way you're talking. And just the quality. That it's like it or not, he's like, you can just tell this guy knows what the fuck he's doing. At least that's the vibe I got. And I'm not even a musician. But I also have videos showcasing my teaching on my YouTube channel. He's got YouTube. He's on the tube. And my Instagram. Instagirl, huh? And Facebook pages. Face Gay, right? Which can be found with the handle. So, this is his, I guess, Instagirl. Handle. Just the word handle, goddammit. Handle. Pull on it, fucking like a car. At Rick, which is RICGALVEZ guitar, all one word. So that's his, I guess his Instagram, damn it. I also have a website that I created myself, rickgalvez.com. So just the same spelling as the above, Rick Galvez, but just .com. That goes into more detail about my services and myself as a metal guitar teacher. Music is my biggest passion, and I am determined to turn this into a full-time venture. For anyone interested, reach out to me via my website on Instagram or Facebook. That's all for now. Later, goddammit. If mama's not there to help you, and you're too goddamn fucking stupid to get out a pen and paper and write that shit down, to type it in to your silly-ass goddamn your phone, a.k.a. your goddamn brain these days, I guess an easy way to fucking probably find Rick and get a hold of him is just search Malice Divine, if that's easier for you, the band Malice Divine, and look for goddamn Rick and get in touch with him if you're interested in goddamn guitar lessons. James Dalton, paid question. Sup, dog? Message from the Gorehound. Just saw the mighty Slipknot, mighty my fucking ass, mighty fucking shitty, the other day in London, England. Those homeboys are still around? Figure they're dead or in jail, or just they got shot in the fucking hood. And I noticed more and more from time of going to underground shows. That ain't UG, brah. What are you talking about underground? Well, he's cleaning up his act. And mainstream shows. That's as mainstream as it gets, homie. That's hanging out with goddamn Mariah fucking Carey. They've probably done a show together, for all I fucking know. As I'm getting those years under my bullet belt, that the energy in mainstream shows are usually better, and there is more perceivable passion in the room. Less arms crossed, more moving, headbanging, and singing along. Thoughts on this, dog? Well, he has a little bit more to say, so I'll answer that first. Yeah, I could see that. Granted, I mean, the big boy shows I go to are Fest, Talking Maryland, Death Fest, just any festival, goddammit. Those are going to have more of a crowd. Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, those are the bigger shows. Like, again, I've never seen Iron Maiden, I've never seen Slayer, and I have zero interest to. I don't need to listen to a bunch of fucking shitty later songs I'm not going to know. Well, dog, no, the last Slayer tour, they played entire Rain of Blood, and then a bunch of other oldies. You'd recognize 90% of the songs. Okay, fair enough. I don't go to goddamn Binoculars shows, and I'm surrounded about goddamn $20 fucking drinking Bud Light fucking Sunday fucking morons that I want to go spraying on. That I'm literally, you have to use binoculars to fucking see. I'm on the goddamn lawn, by lawn chair fucking douchebags, that they're the most annoying human beings. That's a Slayer show. Iron Maiden, it's a bunch of goddamn fucking geezers that think Maiden's literally the heaviest fucking thing, which is ridiculous as shit. That's worse than saying Pantera's the heaviest thing. At least Pantera's heavier than them. Granted, Maiden's a better goddamn band and a more important band. But what I'm just getting at is some of these old guys legitimately think Maybe not to that degree, but goddamn, I met some bad ones. Let's just say that. Which is, it's fine, and that's your favorite thing, that you like what you grew up on. But it just gets a little annoying. Because the reason it's annoying is they talk very authoritative. Like, I'll show you, kid. And they're so out of the fucking loop. Like, don't even know who Toxic Holocaust is. So out of the loop. It's like, dude, you're literally embarrassing yourself talking about the subject that you know nothing about. Like, you know as much as my dad does. And my dad doesn't know who Slayer is. So that's with them. I don't go to those shows. So I can't say for certain what the crowds would be like. However, I'm not a complete idiot either. I can make a very educated guess. More singing, headbanging, and energy in the room. Well, why do you think that is? The answer is extremely fucking obvious. It's because there's more people. People that, I mean, could go. I can honestly say, dude, I don't think I've ever gone to any show. King Diamond, I was on the Big Boy show last. I don't think I've ever gone to any show where there was 300 people watching and it was just a bunch of goddamn statues. And if there was, it was some boring-ass doom band that you motherfuckers love. They're just cranked up on goddamn ecstasy. That's the only way you can enjoy that goddamn shit. Because there's no other way you like that goddamn boring-ass crap. And people stand there with their arm folded and say, well, of course, what are you supposed to do to that fucking boredom? But any band, 300 plus. I mean, go see Deicide. That's probably what it was at the last show, 300 people. Moshing, headbanging, stage diving, shit like that. Yeah, that's standard. So any big crowd, yeah, that's what I would expect to see, even at a goddamn rock show. Sure, an Alice in Chains show has more goddamn energy than a fucking Mulder show. You know, Mulder's headlining. What is there, 30 people, baby? Alice in gay-ass fucking Chains is probably a few thousand. So, yeah, there's going to be more energy. But that's just by goddamn default. So, I think that's the obvious answer. If there's something else, I guess let me goddamn know. He's like, been watching since Hellcast. When you had to guess the Mortician song via the sample. Oh, yeah, I kind of remember that. How was my goddamn score on it? I don't remember how many we did and shit, but I vaguely remember doing that, yeah. Daily free dog listener, too. God damn it, I know. None of these fucking goddamn freeloaders appreciate it either. They just talk shit in the fucking comments like a goddamn motherfucker. Not all of them, obviously, but just idiots, especially when they're bitching. I'm like, I don't get it, dude. You're bitching about free entertainment. It's like Bart Simpson telling comic book guy when he was pissed off about the Itchy and Scratchy movie coming out. He's like, yeah, they owe me money for that movie. Terrible. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, they gave you hours of free entertainment because it was a show on TV for free. Hours of free entertainment for years on end. He's like, if anything, you owe them money. Right. So when people come over and bitch because they don't like something I said or I pissed them off, they fucking mess their goddamn vag up. That's your vagina hurting, brah, not your ego. Because I said what I just said about goddamn Iron Maiden or something. It's like, it's free video. It's free entertainment. All you gotta do is sign off. And you're all fucking puffing up and goddamn getting all pissed off. No goddamn reason to. Just change the goddamn channel or don't watch again or unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck what you goddamn do. But it was a goddamn free vid. So, that's all I can say, goddamn it. First question after this time. You just goddamn asked me a goddamn question. First question after all this time because I couldn't think of none. Keep up the good... Oh, yeah. Well, that was your question. Keep up the good work. We'll be spinning my first press of effortless regurgitation. God, you like that nasty shit and the fucking shitty ass shit knot? That new Mortal Decay forensic vinyl press? Actually, I think we just got some in. I know it's not on the site. Well, it might be on the site by the time you fucking see this, but it wasn't when I looked. So followed by the Korn self-titled. Oh, God, whoo-wee! You got the two gayest bands in the room, bruh. Korn self-titled and Slipknot, Iowa today. Dude, the fucking thing is, it's hilarious. I didn't know until this goddamn channel. I don't remember people putting the comments or what. When people said Slipknot, Iowa, I thought that was like they were talking about the location where they're from. I don't know where those fucking idiots are from. That's the name of their album. That's another thing. Growing up when I was ripping on them. Dude, I told this story. I first heard of Slipknot in 9th grade. Whatever, I also started with them was 9th grade 14. So you figure 99? Sounds about right. Somewhere in there, 98, 99, whatever you called you. I think you're 14, 9th grade. It was in the freshman high school. Kid walked up, the baggiest fucking pants I've ever seen on a motherfucker in my life, and he's wearing that. He walks up, puts his test down, he walking towards my way. I'm like, what does that say? Slipknot? Oh, God, it's fucking gay as shit. It's exactly what I was thinking. Fast forward a month or so, I see more shirts. Oh, that's that same band. Well, who is this band? And then people talking about it, stuff like that. I never even knew that. And all you had to tell me, too, Hey, bro, I like this fucking metal band. They got a great album. Oh, yeah? What's the album called? It's called Iowa. Not even interested. Don't even want to like it, brah. The metal titles are Hacked Up for Barbecue, Gore Metal, Hell's and Holy Fire, Butchered at Birth. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Serpents of the Lights, Evil Never Dies. Like, that's Iowa? Even Maiden, Jesus fuck. The Lightest Band on Earth, Number of the Beast. It's got more sack than fucking Iowa. It tells me everything I want to. It just sounds like it'd be a pop album or something. Well, what the fuck do I want? I don't want to listen to this nonsense. Adam Benenson, paid question. Sup, King Devil? I had a quick question. Quick question, my ass. This is fucking the goddamn whole page, but we'll get to it. Quick question for you. Plus one, to shout out a few awesome bands I found recently. 2 new bands and 1 older. First, I want to see if you can recommend any compilation recordings, official or bootleg, of the early demo recordings for the band Desecration. Which Desecration you talk about, because, well, hey, let me see what you said. You can say more about them. I recently listened to them on Spotify from you shouting them out. See, I think you're a little confused on which one I'm talking about. Shouting them out on the channel a few times. I want to get their early releases physically. Second, a few bands to shout out. One I discovered as I recommended listen while jamming Desecration on Spotify. It's an older Canadian. Well, okay, I thought you were saying more. So the Desecration, it's the one from England, because there's another one. There's 2 others for sure that I'm aware of. The other one I like, I believe, is the Italian one. They did like 3 demos. Got to rebust that out too. Early 90s. Again, it was one of those Vic Records. I don't think it was a bootleg. I think it was official. So it was either Vic Records or one of them. I could be wrong on that. They did a CD a few years ago. Came through. I thought that was good. And then, was it Fuck Off and Die? That Desecration was, I forget the location. 80s band, Desecration. Thought it was okay. Nothing there. Nice looking release, though. But I liked I'm pretty sure it was a goddamn Italian one from the early 90s, like 91, 92, 93 demos, something like that. Don't quote me on that. I got to rebust that out. But the main Desecration I'm talking about is the one that's late 90s, brutal death metal from England. First album is Gore and Perversion. They were arrested for it. CDs were confiscated. Watch out for LPs on Hell's Goddamn It with the original goddamn Gore art and the lyrics. We're putting that out. And their second album, which is my favorite, Murder in Mind, we did an LP of that, 300 copies years ago. We're talking back in Mommy and Daddy's house when me, Easy, and Sea-Dog were running it. Ages ago. Dude, half you hoagies weren't even alive. And some of you that were, you were sucking on Mama's titties still. Good old goddamn days. But I don't know any compilation stuff for the compilation shit for the London one. They just have albums. They have a demo too, that came out as you know what? I'm pretty sure we put the demos. It's like 3 songs. I think we put that as a bonus tracks on the LP. Murder in Mind. I think we did. Yeah, I think that's on there as a bonus. Nothing. It's on something. I can remember, but and everything else, yeah. So there's one demo and there's just albums. They don't have any comps or anything like that. And like I said, my personal favorite thing is Murder Mind. After that, I like probably the album after that I like the most next, Inhuman, because that's the 3rd album. Pathway to Deviance, because I was thinking which one I like more, Pathway or Inhuman. Probably as a whole, Inhuman. But Pathway to Deviance, the song Cleaver Saw Butcher's Knife, which is the opening song. That song, I like that one song better than all the songs on Inhuman. But all songs as a whole, probably Inhuman better. Then after that, I probably go back to the first album. I like the next, A Gore Perversion, the one we're putting out. And then all the later albums, Forensic, Process of Decay, Cemetery Sickness. They're all duking it out. I don't know them as well. I got into them much later. But they're all good, and I own them. I just don't know them as well. Pathway to Deviance Down is what I know the most. I know really well, actually. But everything else, I couldn't air guitar or anything like that. So just albums. And if you want one thing, Murder Reminds my favorite. If you want extra Cavalt points, and you want something really cool as fuck, a release that I'm proud of. I mean, definitely my top 20 releases. Maybe top 30. Hell's releases I'm proud of ever. Hell's Headbangers releases ever. Glad we did it. I would love to do a repress if people actually cared about the band, but they don't. I guess we'll see when Gore Perversion comes out. Because I'd like 100 picture disc of it would be sweet, and a repressed vinyl is the Desecration Murder Mine vinyl we did. It's on a gray splatter. The splatter came out kind of weak. I was disappointed on that. That was the plant. It's a gray base with a red splatter. I'm like, man, that red's looking a little wimpy on there. What the fuck happened? There's 300 hand numbered, 300 or 330 hand numbered copies. I believe Eazy-E hand numbered all those. Alternative artwork, which is killer as fuck. Eazy-E, I'll relay that out. Thick cardboard inserts. It's nice as hell looking, dude. If you're gonna get, if I could only own one thing by Desecration, it would literally be that LP that we put out. And I'm not just saying, I got no vested interest. That thing sold out for literally over 20 years ago. So I don't give a shit if you buy it or not. But personally, if I was you, I would get it on DAWG's rebate. And dude, these fucking posers, they're too busy listening to Frozen Boar, the new Behemoth, and what other shitty ass fucking bands they care about that they're talking about on Instagirl. They're busy listening to that. They ain't buying Desecration. So you can mark my words, dude. With shipping from fucking Germany, you could probably get that Desecration Murder Mine, a mint copy on Discogs for $40. Search it now and see how my goddamn aim is. Check the condition. The one with the highest condition is probably gonna be the most. And go by location too. Hopefully you get a U.S. one so you have to pay shipping. But I'm just saying, it's that fucking cheap. There's no way anyone's selling that for $100. I'd be shocked if they are. Kind of cool if they are, and if it's going for that. Nobody cares, dude. They like all these fucking poser trendy shit. So that's good for you. Because you don't got to pay top dollar. Second, a few bands shout out. One I discovered as a recommended listen while jamming Desecration on Spotify. It's an older Canadian death metal band called Necrotic Mutation. I don't know. I picked up their first album on Wax, Sepulchre of the Suffering from 1993, and it came with a B-side bonus of a 1992 advance tape release of theirs. I also checked out a newer band called Chaos Horde with their EP Hordes Arising. Never heard of either. Sick black thrash in the vein of Toxic Holocaust. I guess appropriate for wearing a goddamn Toxic goddamn shirt. In my humble opinion, I first heard them from the B-side of the Razor Forge 7-inch I bought because it is one of Jorgen's band. He puts who emoji. Hope these are some good recommendation, devils. P.S. Apology in advance for the Harry Potter novel. Dude, P.S. is larger than the goddamn actual novel. What are you talking about, homeboy? But I wanted to expand on Spotify quickly. I want to get your take on this rule of thumb I have for streaming music. My general rule is at least 80% or more of my Spotify music saved and streamed regularly are of bands and albums I personally own in my physical collection. I just use it as a convenience at the gym while doing cardio or in the car when I want to listen to a variety of bands. Let's get something straight. There are no rules. I just fuck with people. At the end of the day, I really don't care. But to be completely honest, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. That's what I do. When I listen to shit on my phone, sometimes I'll use the Bluetooth. Now that's recent too, just so you know. I just figured that shit out 6 months ago. But it's usually a CD in the car. But what I've ever listened to in the gym, music-wise, it's YouTube on my phone. Just because, what the fuck, I'm not going to bring a goddamn CD portable player and shit. That's a pain in the ass, the goddamn gym. The other 20% or so fall into two categories. One, they are just one or two songs I like by a band, so I don't feel like buying an entire album when that is all I like by a band. Yeah, I can totally understand that, 100%. Or two, they are bands I am checking out and adding to my want list if they become music I like. This is how I discovered that Canadian band I mentioned earlier. It was a recommendation over recommendation. Once I realized I dug that album, I checked Discogs for their music and bought an LP. To me, this is the only true way to use digital music like Spotify or YouTube. Let me know what you think, and apologies again for the novel. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. But again, there's no fucking rules. I'm going to poke fun at guys. And in general, it's, hell, you can even say it's just the DAWG's way of marketing. I mean, at the end of the day, I do run a physical formats business, so I can be goddamn just help market, give my honest opinion. But there are no goddamn rules. And, yeah, that's pretty much set. I just poke fun because, I don't know, if you're not, unless you're broke, which I'm sure that's a lot of you, I just don't understand what else you're spending your money on. After you pay all your bills and you save, general rule of thumb is you want to be an ass fucking kicker, you save 10% of what you make. If you can do better, better. So for example, if you make $100,000 a year, every year you're saving at least 10 grand. Just for simple goddamn numbers. To me, that's the minimum you should be doing. 10% of what you make is always good because there's always be those rainy days, and not to mention just even retirement and everything. Like, you need a little goddamn nest egg. So to me, if you're saving at least 10, if you're doing more than that, let's say you're 20%. After that, after 20 and shit, unless you're trying to like, you're saving up to do something like start a business or buy a house. To me, if you're paying all your bills, you already own a home and shit like that, kind of describing my goddamn scenario. If you're saving more than 20%, it's kind of like, for what? Like, I mean, unless you make 10 grand a year, then you ain't saving dick because you don't make dick. But you make grown man money. It's like, all my shit's paid. I'm saving X amount, this percent per fucking year. What else are you spending your money on for like physical? Because you know you're damn well you're buying shit. To me, it's like if you're into metal music, that would be your interest is buying physical format shit because a lot of the guys that aren't, and if again they're not totally just broke, it's like what are you buying then? Sneakers and flat brim baseball hats. I mean to me that's like that doesn't you can't be that much. To me you're a weekend warrior or a goddamn poser. That's just the way I see it. Weekend warrior at best because like what do you mean? Like I just don't see why that would interest you because you're damn sure you're spending something else your money on something. Or then those guys they do have disposable income with all the blowing it on is fucking booze and fucking weed. That's just lame and gay, and that was never fucking metal. That's just party fucking douchebag. Like, realistically, honestly, man, in my humble ass fucking opinion, after the age, I'll give you to 21, but I was gonna say 18. After the age of 21, that shit should be out of your system. Yeah, I don't even know why people enjoy doing that crap. I mean, again, at shows or something, if I'm hanging out, I'll have a few beers, but like let's go to the bar and get fucked up. You realize how many times I do that a year? Never. That doesn't even come. It's not because I'm Mr. Straight. I don't even have the interest to do that. I have that sounds as fun to me as like, hey, DAWG, this Saturday you want to go golfing with me and my dad? No, I just not because I'm hating on it or anything like that. That doesn't sound fun to me. Just getting that fun shit that maybe you're curious as what it's like to be fucked up or whatever. That to me that's a kid shit. Like you're over that. By 21, you're done. You figured it out. Oh, okay, I guess I kind of had a little bit of fun. Felt like shit the goddamn next day. Oh, fuck, I crashed my car. That fucked up. Oh, fuck, almost got arrested. Hey, my buddy, he isn't a slammer guy, DUI. Like, you just learned this is dumb. This is a stupid-ass waste of time. So, but when people in their 40s, and that's still what they like to do, I guess do you, bro. But goddamn, we ain't got shit in common. Let's just say that. I'd say goddamn, just stock the goddamn metal rack. Consequence surge, you know what fucking do, but the guy might schedule in the morning. And don't forget them goddamn paid skis. It was at 0 today. Shit, start to fucking 2025. Dead by Dog ticket. It's approaching, goddamn it. Officially less than goddamn, 6 months, whatever the fuck goddamn math is. It's this goddamn year. Can't even say in 2025. It's this year, motherfucker. So it ain't that goddamn advanced. And pre-tickets are nowhere near what they goddamn need to be. And DAWG slogan shirt, too. Got it. Keep them coming. In the description box, ask Mom if you need help, Bubbles. Later, goddammit.